both um, mind, body, and Zoom going today. So I think it's all hooked up the way it should be. So hopefully everyone can hear and see. So happy Friday. Let's get started. We'll warm up, stretch, coming onto the floor, onto your mat or towel or something comfortable to lay down on. We'll come to standing after that to work some parallel squats, a little bit of balance involved, and then back down to the floor, to the mat for a lot of good core work, little outer hips, outer thighs, inner thighs, getting it all in today. Set up for the weekend. So go ahead and come to a nice comfortable seat. Inhale, take a big breath in, reach those hands up to the ceiling, nice stretch to the waistline. And as you exhale, just take a gentle twist, hand to knee, lengthening the spine on that next inhale, and exhale, looking over that back shoulder. Cracks in the back today. Inhale, reaching back up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, lengthening, finding that space. Exhale, deepening that twist. And then as you gently unwind, we're going to come to hands and knees. Bring your hands right underneath those shoulders, knees underneath your hips, nice long flat back. And then tuck your toes, pressing into the balls of your feet. Inhale as you exhale, we touch around the spine, scooping the stomach, allowing your head to hang, and that tailbone will drop down. Inhale, back to that flat back, and just a couple rounds. Starting to turn on those core muscles and warm up the spine. You draw those abdominal muscles in and start to round the spine. See if you can keep those shoulders low and wide and right over your palms, so not pressing backwards. Attempt to do that. One last time, scoop belly in. And inhale back to that all fours. Now from here, you're gonna press into the balls of the feet, keeping your back pretty much in this neutral position. Hover those knees off the ground. So you feel that kind of drawing up, that corset squeeze around your stomach. Inhale, release, knees tap down, and then exhale that lift. Definitely pushing out through the heels and working those hamstrings, but lifting from those deep core abdominal muscles as well. So just a couple of these. Inhale, knees flip down. Exhale, scoop belly in, knees lift. 2 more times. Inhale, release. Exhale, lifts. And last time. Inhale, exhale, hold those knees up. Stepping your feet back into your plank. Left foot goes back. Right foot goes back. And then stepping back to that all fours. Left knee in. Knee can come down or stay lifted. Right knee in. And then repeat to the other side. Right, left, right, left. Knees floating. Left, right, or down on the ground. Left, right. Step back, knee in, stay over those palms. It's tempting to lean back, I know. Last time, you're there. Right, right, right knee, left knee, knees float down. Take a little stretch back for those shoulders. And then let's go ahead and tuck those toes coming into that kind of pike position or downward dog. Your heels are reaching down to the ground. Sliding those shoulder blades down the back and allowing your head to hang. Inhale, we're going to shift forward into a plank. And then exhale, scoop from the stomach, belly pulling up and in. Pull those hips back. Now from here, you're going to bend those knees a little bit closer down to the ground. Shift forward into your plank. Scoop stomach in. Pull belly button to the ceiling. And soften those knees down. Touching tailbone back. There's a couple more. It's kind of a little circle of the body. Push forward, scoop belly in. Pulling with more around your stomach than the front of the hips. Stretch those knees to the ground. Neutral spine. 2 more times. Push forward. Scoop stomach in. Head hangs. Knees bend. Last time. Press into your plank. Scoop belly up and in. And then from here, go ahead and walk those hands and feet together. Hanging in your fold. You can sway side to side. Knees are soft. And inhale, roll up to standing. So coming to standing, we're going to start with our feet close together, big toes together, little lift through the arch of the foot, those inner heels, ankle bones touching. This gets a little too tight in your hips, knees, bothers any of your joints, take a little more space. But if you can, feet together. Arms can move with you, stay at your hips or side, kind of up to you today. We're going to do a couple spots in this position. So sending your knees forward and imagine those leg bones still really wide in your hips, so you have room across the lower back. And then again, from your stomach, from your exhale, pulling those hips up and legs straight. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You want to feel like you're coming up right over the top of the foot, the arch of the foot. So this deep core squeeze, your arch, inner thighs, all the way up through the pelvic floor. Of course, working those legs too. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, come up to standing and balancing on one leg. We're going to start to pulse the other leg out to the side. Toes face forward. Sometimes they want to turn out. So making sure you're lifting, pulsing with that outer hip, outer thigh. Arms, whatever helps you balance for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those feet together, back to our squats. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press up. Knees forward, tailbone low. Chest stays lifted so you're not crunching the abdominal wall, just bracing. Same with your spine, so you're not going with a bigger arch or rounding. Final 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up, and then our other leg. Challenging that balance with that pulsing movement. It'd be a little bit easier if that leg was just being held out to the side. Trying to brace with the supporting side. That's usually where you feel it. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's step those feet a little bit wider. Toes can angle out slightly if that's a more natural stance for you. And coming down a little bit fully into our squats. Taking those knees forward, taking that tailbone down nice and low, and press up. So if you can come down to what I call kind of like a floppy squat, really getting low with those hips, go for it. Now again, if that's not good for your joints, you can stop at 90 degrees. Inhale down, exhale up. Pulling up from the center of your torso. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, walking those feet back together, close to parallel or facing forward. Back to that first leg. This time it's going to come out in front. Leveling those hips out. Again, hands are available, whatever helps you balance. And make a kind of a circle motion like you're stirring a pot with your big toe. Kind of a weird image. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse directions. It always feels a little awkward. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping that foot out, get a little bit wider. Inhale down, exhale up to standing. Sending these out over that middle toe, whether that's straight ahead or slightly turned out. Pressing up from all parts of the feet, especially those heels that lift up through the back of the legs. Final 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring those feet back together, and one more side, leg lifts up, and circle. Knee lifted forward, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake those legs out, and we'll come onto the ground. So I like to add in that kind of balance stuff. A lot of times we're using the bar or something to hold on to, which is great, very helpful, but good to bring ourselves to the middle of the floor, middle of the mat too. Let's come all the way down. Another one of my kind of little favorite set of exercises. Legs are going to open about the distance of a mat. I don't have a mat, so just a little bit wider than hips. And our arms up to the side. So like you're like, I think of like a big starfish. Legs out, arms out. We're going to bring opposite hand to foot. Hips stay in place so as that leg lifts up, making sure your booty, your sitting bone's on the ground. Hand reaches, and then lower. And then other arm, other leg go up. The ones that are not lifting, pressing into them, keeping them close to the floor. You can add on lifting up head, neck, and shoulder blades, rolling and twisting into one side, peeling back down, mid back, shoulder blade, neck, and head, and then the other way. Across the body and lower. Hand behind head works too for a little added neck support if needed. Exhale on the way up, both that scoop in the stomach, pressing lower back to the floor. And because you have that kind of cross body twist, that bringing out in the midsection. Inhale, lower. Exhale, sweep lift. Inhale, peel it down. Exhale, sweep lift. Let's go do 2 more on each side. Reach for that right foot, roll it down. Reach for that left foot, roll it down. 2 more. Reach, lift, and lower. Last one. Reach, lift, and lower. From here, bring those legs together. We're gonna reach for our feet, rolling up head, neck, and shoulder blades. Knees come in. You're curling into your ball. You can even grab those legs. Then we're stretched back out. Head can come down the ground. Toes float off. Fingertips reach behind you. Scooping in, belly in. And then inhale, lengthening out. Lower back stays connected as you reach out through fingers and toes. Another version, sometimes a little bit gentler. Do one leg at a time. One leg reaches out, scoop it in, pull it in, and then the other leg reaches out. Or again, hands behind your head. Go back to both legs. Exhale, squeeze knees to nose. Inhale, lengthen, spine along the floor. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Squeeze up and stretch out. Hug those knees in, rocking side to side. Give yourself a little release and stretch. And then we'll stay laying down, placing one leg down on the floor, and then opposite leg, crossing your ankle over the thigh, knee falling out to the side, feel a stretch in that hip. And then since my right knee is the one that's bent, left hand comes behind the head, and then bringing elbow to knee, attempting to let that knee come in, so working to hold it out. Inhale, as you exhale, we're gonna lift head, neck, flat left shoulder blade as you reach your elbow toward the right knee. Scooping belly down and feeling that kind of diagonal pull across the torso. Inhale, roll it down, and then exhale, lift and twist. Squeeze in the stomach. Head is heavy in your hands so you don't feel tension in the front of your throat. Final 4, 3, 2, last one. And we're going to continue this type of movement where we're going to come onto the toes. Our legs a little lighter. Now bringing our knee toward our elbow, less of that knee coming in, but more of that bottom leg lifting. Kind of like when you curl into a ball, rolling up, head, neck, shoulder blades, rib cages into hips, but also the whole of those hips into your rib cage. So with that twist. And keep that knee wide. That's the toughest part. Just 3 more. 2. Last one. Lower that head down to your arms to the side, and you're going to extend out the leg. Knee so wide, just adding a little extra resistance. Inhale as you exhale, we're going to lift that leg up toward the ceiling. Inhale, floats back down. Keeping that lower back connected. Keeping up and lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, down, knee stays out. 2 more. And on this last one, leg is gonna lift up. Looking toward the ceiling, arms at your side. We'll take a little sweep of that leg. Try and take your toes up right over your head. Pressing through the palms, belly scoops in. Inhale, lower. So a little reverse crunch. Hips moving to your rib cage. Not here long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring that leg down, both legs down. Return onto our side, so just roll the face forward. Coming onto one forearm, pressing up from that forearm. You can always keep your hips or take a break by bringing your hips down to the ground. So I'm still pressing up my forearm, still lifting the bottom waist, but my hips on the floor. If you want a little more advanced version, you can hover your hip off the ground. So it's like you're in a half side plank. Top leg reaches out, reaching through that little toe, toenails face forward. Other hand can come down for support in front of you on your hip, or it'll start to move with you. As we start to reach, fingers and toes, and then squeezing that top waistline, elbow to knee. Still lifting that bottom side, especially if your hip is off the ground. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, squeeze, elbow to outer knee. Inhale, exhale. For 4, 3, 2, last one. From here, hand can reach the ceiling, maybe come behind your head. Send that leg out, we're gonna tap down to the ground, and then sweep it forward and back. Tap, lift, forward and back. Tap, lift, forward and back. Give myself a little more room. Tap, lift. There you go, not taking anything. Tap, lift, forward and back. 4 more. Those are hips I can feel. Last 3, 2, and 1. Forward and back. Turning to face the ground. And those shoulders a little stretch. And then coming to hands and knees at all fours position one more time. That same leg that was just working, we're gonna reach it up to the side. Coming in close to the hip as you can without crunching in the waist. Trying to hold those hips level. Pressing up from those palms, the hair softness in those elbows. And then we're tap that big toe. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg back behind the hip and shoulder. Drawing the in toward your chest, use your nose, rounding the spine. Send that leg back. Using those abdominal muscles, create that scoop, that cow arch like we did earlier. Lengthening out. A little squeeze in the back of the leg, working the glutes and hamstrings. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach it out. Last one. Extend that leg. Option here, come down on your forearms. Puts a little more pressure in the lower back. So scoop that front waistband in. Put a little bit more work in your legs and core. And then that leg is going to pulse. Squeezing in the back of the leg. Stretch, squeeze, stretch, squeeze. Right where the back of the thigh meets that glute muscle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back onto those hands. Taking our bottom leg, the one that's bent, tucking those toes. We're going to bring our knee into our chest like you did earlier. This time as that leg kicks back, option to extend that bottom leg as well, pressing up. If not, go back to what we did earlier. Knee to chest and kick back. Knee to ground, knee to chest, kick out and up. Knee ground, knee to chest, kick out and up. Sliding forward, kick back. One more set of pulses. 3, 2, last one, and pulse. Knee down or lifted, long flat back, squeeze the back of the leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Lower the legs down, bend those knees. Take another stretch for a breath or two. And then I'm going to slide those legs through. Coming back to laying down so we can get our second side in. Laying down on your back. This time it is, for me, the left leg that's going to cross, holding that knee out to the side. Squaring those hips down on the ground, tailbone down. Opposite hand comes behind your head. Head resting in your hand, arm down at the side. Inhale, as you exhale, belly scoops in, elbow to opposite knee. Head and shoulders can lift, peeling off that shoulder blade. Inhale, peeling down. Lift, twist, and lower. Making progress. Second side, first set. Stay. Last 3, 2, last one, lift, twist, adding on, coming onto the toes. As your head and shoulders lift, as that elbow pulls across, belly button in, knee will come in a little closer to you because you're lifting that bottom leg. Knee stays wide, and then taps down. See how that twist around your belly button, ribs and hips coming a little closer together. Lengthen back to the floor, unwind. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head lowers down, arms at your side, extending out the leg. Knee still on top, that leg, bent leg acting as a little extra resistance. Weight to work through. Arms at your side, chest away from your chin, sweeping that leg up, toes reaching out, lifting up through the back of the thigh. Inhale, leg floats back down the ground, lower back staying close to the ground or to your mat. Sweep it up. And lower, a lot of control, so no rush on that pace. 4, 3, 2. On this last one, leg will stay lifted toward the ceiling. Now as your leg toes reach up, stretching and lifting from the back of the leg, you're pressing the palms to the back of the arm to roll hips up, ribs to hips, hips to ribs, and back down. Chest staying away from your chin so there's not added pressure on the head or the back of the neck. And that big scoop squeeze in your core. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. All right, so from here, we're gonna bring our knees down, turn to face forward. Hip can stay again down on the ground, or hip can lift up so that you're less of seated position and more of a side plank. Either way, hand in front, hip, or it can move with you. Sending that top leg, see that reach from the obliques down to that little toe. Inhale, bicep right over your ear, fingers and toes. Exhale, elbow toward that outer knee. Lengthening out through that top side, bottom side stays lifted the whole time. And squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hands gonna come behind the head, or it can also extend up to the ceiling. Reach that leg up. Leg goes down, up, forward, and back. Lifting that outer hip, and of course the bottom leg working too to help hold you up along with that waistline. Tap, lift, sweep forward, sweep back, holding those hips stacked. Little pull those front ribs together. Little squeeze of the shoulder blades together behind the back, nice open chest. 2 more. Tap, lift, sweep. Last one, tap, lift, and sweep. Bending the knees in and turning to face the ground. Setting up on hands and knees. Taking a stretch if needed. Make sure that lower back isn't sagging. We'll lift in that front waistband, just like when we were lifting our knees off the ground. Take your leg out to this side, reaching out into the outer hip and thigh. That's where you're going to be working from to tap that big toe. Other leg as straight up and as possible. Making sure not to crunch into the waist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last little tap. Take that leg back, knee and toes point down. Drawing knee in toward your chest, a little extra scoop in the stomach. Sending that leg out. A little squeeze in the back of the hamstring, back of the thigh. Scoop in and reach. Scoop in and reach. 8, 7, 6, pointing the toes, stronger leg. Final 4, 3, 2, reach, squeeze, last one. And those pulses, squeeze in the back of the thigh, reach out through those toes. Lengthening the crown of the head forward, look to the back of the head if you can tuck your chin. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes in. Now option to not just kick that leg back, but to straighten your other leg, toes tucked underneath. Knee floats down to the ground, hovers or taps, and then both legs straighten, or knee down on the ground the whole time, like we did earlier. Scoop in, press out, shoulder side over wrist as the knee comes toward the floor and in toward your chest. Head staying in line with the rest of the spine. 4 more. Squeeze in, kick, then that last set of pulses. Squeeze in, kick back. Last 2. Last one. Stay here and pulse. Or bringing your knee down to all fours. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those feet down. Pedal those legs out. I'll work on those hamstrings. And then we'll come down to the ground. Stay facing to the floor. To lay down onto the front of your hips. Legs extended back behind you. And then we'll kind of wiggle all of your rib cage forward. And then we'll take our hands out in front as well. So as you come to laying down, we'll double chin. You can keep your head lifted off the ground, but try not to crunch in the back of your neck. So eyes down will help. We're gonna come into our swimmer, so we're gonna lift opposite arm and leg. Lower. And then lift, opposite arm and leg. Lower. Just kind of make this X shape across the back of the body. Might feel it in the back of your shoulder blade. And your glute. Hamstring, the back of the thigh, reaching out with fingers and toes. Feel free to stay at this place, one arm up, one arm down. Or you can move a little faster. More coordination. And keeping that length of the crown of the head. Reaching fingers and toes. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drawing your hands underneath those shoulders. Hug those elbows, and then we're gonna roll up a little higher. Head, neck, and shoulder blades. A little kind of cobra push up. Inhale, peeling down. Heart reaching forward. Pressing into the hips or the tops of the feet. Pelvis can lift or stay down. Feel stretch in the abdominal wall, your heart stretching away from your front waistband and belly button. It's okay if those arms don't straighten all the way. Pulling shoulders wide to help keep you from sinking into them. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Send your hips back, round the spine, a little counter stretch. And then we'll come to seated. If you would like to add on a hand weight, let me grab one. Option to use it. You'll still get a good core workout, especially without it. So seated on those sitting bones, we're gonna have a little bit of a lean back, which is different than when we're rounding. So instead, if you think of like your abdominal wall, that 6-pack crunching, it still has a lot of space. Back a little flatter, chin lifted. If you want to hold on to a hand weight, hold on to it. You're gonna hold on to it kind of wide way in both hands, or maybe hands together. We're gonna take a little twist to one side to the other. So twist to the right, making sure that left hip, sitting bone, butt cheek is still on the ground, then to the left. Hips stay in place as you rotate the rib cage up and over, pulling into the waist. Shoulders relaxed, even though I'm holding that weight. Side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it center. Hand weight is you can extend out in front, so arms straighter, or you can extend those arms, either hands together, reaching with those fingertips. So now we're going to start to round, peel belly in, rolling down halfway, and then reaching with the weight, tucking the chin, rolling back up. Peel down, scoop. Reach forward and up. Holding belly button, spine, rounding the back. Peeling up, long spine, long abdominal wall. Looking good. Adding on a little bit of a twist. Pull belly in, rotate to the right. Reach center, roll it up. Pull belly in, reach to the left. Pull in, lift up. Scoop, lean right, and lift. Scoop, lean left, and left. Making progress. Scoop, lean right, lift it up. Scoop, lean left, lift it up. 1 more on each side. 2, and done. Setting that hand weight down because we're going to take our hands behind us. And then coming down onto our forearms, hug those elbows together. A little squeezing your shoulder blades to help keep you from sinking. So again, your back has a little bit more of that neutral spine, less kind of dumping into that lower back. Scooting your fingertips close to the back of your hips for support. Still balancing on those sitting bones. Lift those knees up. We're going to start to take our feet, knees over to the right. We'll take top legs, back to center, over to the left, back to center. You can stay here with those bent legs. We're going to add on a kick. Take the legs to the right, balance on that right hip, legs extend out, bend the knees, back to center, take it to the left, extend out, knees bend, back to center. So again, you can do this with the knees bent, taking out that kick. Squeezing shoulder blades, pressing up in those forearms, help keep the chest lifted. 8, kick, bend, center, twist, 7, kick, bend, center, 6, reach up, bend and roll, center, 5, reach, bend, roll, center, last 4, the right, 3 to the left, 2, and 1. Feet come to center, set them down on the ground, and coming up to those hands behind you. So we're gonna do kind of a bridge motion of lifting our hips. Call a reverse tabletop. Send your knees over your toes, lift pelvis toward the ceiling. You can drop your head back if that hurts your neck. Keep a little bit of a double chin. Belly scoops in, hips lower, knees forward, hips lift, pressing into those heels like you would a bridge. 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Reaching those knees forward, bending those elbows, hips will lower some, press up, or kind of behind the back, tricep push up. Hips stay lifted, bit off the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send those legs out in front of you, hips to the ground. Give yourself a little stretch. Rolling down to the ground. All right, so let's take our first leg. That's going to be my right one. It has the most room right now. And we're going to take that leg up toward the ceiling. It's going to start to circle out to the side. Keeping your other hip down. If it helps, you can bend that knee too. Down to the mat. Cross the other leg. And back up to the ceiling. Out to the side. Down to the floor. Cross and up. Lower back stays connected to the ground. Arms at your side for a little extra support. 4 more. And we'll reverse it. 3, 2. Last one. Leg reverses across. Down to the ground, up to the side, up to the ceiling. Cross the leg, down to the mat, up to the side, and lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Circle it all the way up. Reaching up on that leg, you can do a little climb, belly scoops in, holding the back of the thigh, calf or ankle. Holding with a little abdominal scoops, now a more rounded spine, roll those shoulders back and down. And our bottom leg is gonna hover up and down. So extra squeeze, reach out with those toes. Lift and lower. 4, 3, 2, last one. Rolling backwards. The key is gonna be this bottom leg, the one you're not holding on to. You're gonna press down into that leg, and that's gonna take you down. So this leg pushing down is what helps to come back up. Scooping belly on top of the chin, create a rounded back to roll on. And then press down in that leg to help come up. If you have tension through your core, if you're holding your leg, not powerful, push into your hands. We'll keep everything else moving with you. A couple more like this. A little strength, balance, and just coordination. 3 more. 2, and 1. Bring those legs together, hands behind your head. And draw those knees in, kick out, sweep to the ceiling, and lower. I like the head lifted for this because it's going to help with that deepening scoop right around the ribs and hips, belly button, to keep that lower back connected. Head heavy in your hands, so neck is soft in front. We'll do the other side. Four more. Four. In, out, up, and down. Three, two. Last one. Lower, hold in, press out, up. Hug those knees in. It'll roll side to side, forward and back. I'm going to flip to face the other way so I have more room for that circling leg. Peeling on down. Arms coming down to your side. Supporting leg can bend if that helps to stabilize hips. So circle to keep your lower back more supported. If not, point the toes, hold it straight. Now the left leg is going to circle out to the side, down to the floor, across, and up to the ceiling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse, across, out to the side, back up to the ceiling, across, out to the side, up to the ceiling. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Last one. Leg goes up, holding the back of the thigh, leg kind of heavy in your hands. Roll up, head, neck, and shoulders, belly scoops in, or maybe climb up a little bit higher. So again, there's a little bend in your knee, as long as the leg is very active. Pointing toes, pushing down your hands, leaning back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Leg lifts, and actively push down from the heel, from the calf, from the hamstring, the back of the leg. Feel in your stomach as well. Lift up, and a push down. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, push down. 1, that same push down motion is going to help round the back. That'll help you roll backwards. And that push down in your leg to come up. So the side that you're holding the leg with, that side of the abdominal wall has tension to keep your leg and arms and torso in this position. Other leg that push down to work in the stomach as well. 4 more. 2, and 1. And roll it all the way down. Hands back behind your head, head, neck, and shoulder blades. Peeling up that upper half or third of the spine, back of the head, neck, shoulder blades, upper back. This time with our legs, we're going to take them out, little offset. So that's going to help press that tailbone down. Legs are going to open wide and crisscross together. We're going to do a double cross today. Open wide, cross left, right. Open wide, cross right, left. Cross, 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 cross. Feeling that hug in the inner thighs for sure, as well as the right and left side of the abdominal wall, scooping and squeezing together. Cross, cross. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees in, rocking side to side across the shoulder blades, hips and lower back. Let's take a quick stretch to end our session together. Left leg extends out, hold that right knee in, roll the ankle, the foot one way, and the other. Guiding that knee across the body into a twist, stretching the outside of the hip, looking in the opposite direction. Rolling back to center, that position we were in earlier, knee out to the side, Using your hands to press that leg further away, pulling that bottom leg in. Right leg extends out. Knee in toward your chest, to the front of the shoulder. Roll the foot, the ankle one way, then the other. Snap, crackle, pop. Gently guiding that knee across the leg, stretching over the IT band, the outer thigh, into the glute, the hip. Looking the opposite direction, that leg, gentle twist. And rolling back to center. Knee bends out to the side, using your hands to open the hip. Maybe lifting that bottom foot off the floor. Taking a little roll forward and back. Massaging out the spine, the back. Soft double chin. All right, you guys, that's it for our Friday class today. Thank you so much for joining in. Have a fabulous weekend.